Hey guys, sorry for the late night video. I'm going to attempt to do this in the parking lot of this grocery store. I had to make a quick run to the store to pick up a few things before we head out tomorrow. Quick testimony I wanted to share because I'm so excited and I'm so grateful, and it's one of those moments where it was only God, And so last year my son had been already talking about summer camp because he loves going to summer camp. It's such a blessing for him to go. And he was telling us, I'm really excited about church camp. I can't wait to go to church camp. If I can't go to YFN, if I had to pick between YFN and youth camp, I'm going to go to youth camp. So, we supported that. That would be awesome. Less money to raise, right? So as he's getting excited this year, I'm getting excited too. And I would tease him and I would say, I really want to go to your camp. It sounds amazing. And he was quick to say, Mom, no parents are allowed. I already talked to our leader, and he said that there's no parents at youth camp. And I said, Aiden, listen, I know the pastors. If Daddy and I really wanted to go, I'm pretty sure they would make an exception for us to be able to go. But of course it was just, kind of messing with him because we like to do that. So lo and behold, a couple weeks ago, we get this text message out of the blue from one of the admins for the youth group, one of the youth leaders. And Dustin texts me and says, "You'll never guess what? We've been asked to chaperone the youth camp, Aiden's youth camp." And I tell you what, I was so ecstatic. Like, I couldn't believe it. Like, this secret hope, this secret wish that I had was like possibly coming true. We told him we most likely could do it. We just needed to make sure we could get a sitter. And also we wanted to talk to Aiden because we wanted to make sure that he was cool with us going, just in case. Like, I want to give him space, but at the same time, I feel like he loves us. He would be okay with us going. So this is how we set it up. We told him, Aiden, we've got some bad news and good news. Which ones do you want to hear first? And he said, give me the bad news first. So we told him, we have been invited to a ministry event the same weekend as your church camp. And so then he's like figuring out like, oh great, well, I need to be here at this time. Can you just drop me off at this time? And XYZ, all these different things is going through his mind. And I said, well, do you want to hear the good news? And he was like, yeah. And we said, the ministry event that we've been invited to is your youth camp. And he was so relieved that he wasn't going to have to, miss his camp, and also that we get to chaperone. So he was overall cool with it. He said the only other family he would be cool with chaperoning were the Certesas. So shout out to the Certesas. You're cool parents too. So yeah, I wanted to share that testimony because for me, going to summer camps as a youth was so impactful. I can't tell you how many times, like, just getting before the Lord and just crying my eyes out during worship services and listening to the ministers, and even just in quiet time hearing from the Lord, like all the things that he spoke to my heart as a youth. And I'm seeing it fulfilled now, even as a mother. I'm seeing these things that he spoke to me as a youth. So summer camp is not just about fun, but it really is a time for youth to get away from their typical, a lot of times mundane lives, to experience God in a whole new way with their peers, with the added enjoyment of fun summer activities. So I wrote down this statement, and I really feel like it holds true, that summer church camps impact lives, and those impact lives change the world. I'm a living testimony that God impacted my life tremendously. All the youth leaders throughout the years, they ministered to me, and my life has been impacted. I've been serving the Lord since I was a teenager. That's when I really got on fire for the Lord, and I haven't looked back since. Have I been perfect? Absolutely not. But I'm still hungry for the Lord. I'm still hungry for his word. And that's what I'm so excited about youth camp, for my son to be able to come, for my husband and I to also be able to pour into this next generation. He also grew up in the church and grew up going to church camp. So we think it's such a blessing and such an honor. And I just wanted to share that testimony, that little thing that I was like, oh, I wish I could go to my son's youth camp. And then he opens the door. So whatever you're asking the Lord for, just trust and believe that in his timing, he's going to open the door. And if you have children that are growing up to be able to go to youth camp, find a good youth camp one of these days. I know it might be difficult right now, but send them, invest in their lives to go to youth camp, and you won't regret it. So God bless you guys. I wanted to share that testimony, how God answers prayers, and love you guys. I'll talk to you later.